How many holiday projects have you made lately? Well, here's another one to add to your list, this French beaded poinsettia arrangement. Hi, I'm Fed, artisan and designer here at the Bead Studio. This arrangement actually started out as a wreath, and then 3/4 of the way through, I realized that I needed to get it done before the season's over. So here we are. This is a free pattern tutorial right in this video. I'll also include a link to a PDF that is available for purchase. And by purchasing this PDF, you'll help me to create more tutorials for the future. A kit is also available. I'll put a link in the description below for the PDF and the kit. And I thank you for your support. Now let's go ahead and get started.
We'll be using size 11 seed beads in these colors. These are the wires that you'll need. These are the tools that you'll need. And here are your assembly materials. Let's start with a 20 bead basic. Make a basic frame. If you need a refresher on the basic techniques, refer to my beginner basic techniques guide. I'll put a link to that video in the description. Straighten everything out. That's very important if you want a straight petal. Make a pointed top. And a pointed bottom. And I'm going to keep going until I have 7 rows. Undo the knot on the top. Okay, and I'm just going to snip it. String on 3 beads on the basic wire. Now we do the knot so the beads don't fall off. Now let's make a pointed top over the 3 beads. And I forgot why I flipped that, but I guess I was just checking something. Make a pointed bottom. Undo the knot again and string on 3 more beads on the basic wire. And repeat. Wrap the working wire around the stem twice. Cut. And reduce the stem wire. Snip the top. Pull the wire back. And finish off by tucking in all the pokey wires. This is a 20 bead basic. We did 7 rows, added 3 beads on top, added 2 more rows, and repeat with a total of 11 rows. Pointed top and pointed bottom. For this next petal, I already have 11 rows started. Undo the knot on the basic wire if you haven't already. String on 3 beads. redo the knot. Now make a pointed tap over the 3 beads. Now repeat until you have 17 rows total. This is a 20 bead basic. After the 11th row, add 3 beads on top. Repeat until you have 17 rows total. Pointed top, pointed bottom. Cut a piece of 30 or 32 gauge wire that is twice the length of the petal you are lacing. With the back of the petal facing you, place the lacing wire right on the middle. Starting from the most left row, wrap the wire around it twice. Then weave the wire over the next row, around, and back up to the front. I like to turn the petal as I'm working. Continue doing so until you have all the rows sewn together. Wrap the wire around the last row twice to secure. Now cut the wires from both ends and then tuck them both in. Now, lacing is basically sewing the rows together for a tidier look. You can hardly see the lacing wire, right? That means I did it right. Now onto the leaves. I already have a 20 bead basic started with 17 rows. Is a pointed top and rounded bottom. String on 3 greens, 2 yellows, 6 greens, 1 yellow on a piece of red wire that is 14 inches. Make the basic frame with the 3 greens and 1 yellow on the basic wire and the rest of the beads in the loop of the basic stem. Now twist about 8 times so that the middle is approximately 1/4 inch. The working wire on the right. String on 1 yellow and 3 greens, then twist the wires together twice. String on 4 greens, 1 yellow, 2 reds. And make a wrap, a rounded bottom. Now string on 2 reds, 1 yellow, and enough greens to wrap. Around the top. Now string on 8 greens, 1 yellow, and enough reds to wrap a rounded bottom. About 3 reds. Position the beads on the loop so that 1 yellow and 3 greens are on each side. Now cut the end of the loop. Now twist the 2 wires together. Wrap the working wire up the small stem wire until it is to the right of the initial basic loop. Now follow the previous instructions and make a mirror image of the first component. Wrap the working wire around the base stem wire. Bend the 2 components down where it meets in the middle and twist all the end wires together. Shape the stamen if you wish. Now let's assemble. Gather all the stamens together and wrap floral tape around it. Place the stamen stem next to a piece of 12 gauge stem wire. Now wrap down the stem with thread. Now reverse direction and wrap the thread back up the stem. Add in petals from smallest to biggest by going down the stem with a thread and then back up again until you have all the petals attached. Cut off the thread and make a knot. The knot won't be tight. You'll be securing it with floral tape. Now secure the whole stem with floral tape while holding onto the knot. Now you can either attach the leaves with just floral tape or you can floss the stem. If you want a piece that is heirloom quality that you can pass on down the generations, I suggest you floss. Tuck the embroidery floss behind one of the outer petals and wrap around and down the stem. Cut off the little stragglers if it gets in your way. Floss down about 2 inches and place a leaf next to the stem wire. Wrap the leaf stem right in with the embroidery floss. The other 2 leaves, leaving approximately 1/4 inch in between. Go down about 3 inches below the last leaf. Cut and knot the floss. then secure with floral tape. Where you end your floss usually will depend on the vase that you're using. Finally, shape all of your leaves and petals to perfection.
That was fun, right? I made 3 poinsettias for my arrangement. How many would you make for yours? If you made any of my projects, I would love to see them. My website is at beadflora.com. Connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Stay tuned, and maybe next year I'll actually finish that wreath. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.